Yeah, you're sneaking calisthenics into my pull-ups.
Yeah,
Right?
fuck that. How dare you
extra
try to make me
cardio.
better?
How dare you, sir?
You all right there, Mike?
Yep.
All right.
I'm going to not do the headphones because...
You're fine.
And it sounded okay, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
you,
bad.
yeah,
It
you
doesn't
don't need the
affect hearing
headphones.
at all.
It doesn't affect the recording of the show. It just affects if nothing,
Yeah,
whether you
nothing.
can hear or not.
Yeah.
All right, Mike,
Check.
you're good. Melissa,
Check.
you're good. Me, I'm always good.
Modest, too.
Is your headphones?
Yeah, I'm good.
I didn't. There we go.
She
She can't hear it. Ah, you can't
What
hear
did you
it.
do?
I played a rim shot, but I'm.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Maybe. Damn it. We'll see how it goes. Oh, there's like all kinds of sounds.
There is.
Yeah.
We're fancy.
We is. All right. Y'all's ready.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Buckhorn Podcast. I'm Martelle, and with me always is Mike and Melissa at the Mac Shop. What's up, guys?
Hi.
Good morning.
Melissa's becoming a regular.
Afternoon.
It's afternoons.
Damn it.
It's been fun.
It's always a good time with Melissa on.
But I know I have to get anything productive done before this podcast because after this podcast, who knows how much productivity is going to happen.
Go home, fall asleep on the floor.
Yeah.
That's about what happens.
And then the kids draw dicks on my face with Sharpies.
I need photographic evidence of that. Liz.
They're not doing that.
Darn it.
But I do fall asleep on the floor sometimes, especially if we do whiskey and then beer. It just kind of...
Lessons learned.
I'm out. I remember getting home, and then I just kind of black out.
Nice. So
Right?
safe.
So safe. But anyway,
Nothing to see here.
it's fine. I learned to drive like this. This is how I took my test. It's a requirement in Jefferson County.
Same in Buffalo.
Yeah, you have to be drunk to get your driver's license.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, so Mike made a cocktail.
So it's a Marmalade Old Fashioned. I have a buddy at work, Paul, who made some Sky Valley orange marmalade. And so it's just a bar spoon of marmalade, half a bottle of grapefruit bitters.
Half a bottle. Yes.
There was an accident.
There was an incident where the stopper came off. So this is just...
That's over there, though.
Yeah.
Like, that's not...
yeah, no.
That's a lot of bitters.
There
That's
it is, right
that's
there.
a lot of bitters.
That's a lot
It's
of
like
bitters
3 fingers of bitters.
Yeah.
and a little bit of marmalade. Mike's going to chug that later.
Yeah. 3 dashes of Angostura bitters and then about 1.5 ounces of bourbon. So,
Wow.
It's fancy because
It's-
it's got that orange in there, too.
It smells heavenly.
yeah, it smells good.
Oh, that does smell good.
I used a little
smells
bit
like-
of cherry juice too.
It smells like dessert.
God damn, that's good. I'm not big on marmalade on toast, but
Oh, that
That's-
tastes like dessert.
that's crushable. That's super dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty damn good.
And it's really good for this time of year, too, where it's like not quite spring, but it's trying. And so it's still got that depth of winter, but with that marmalade with the hint of spring. I like it.
Needs to just be spring at this
Yeah.
point.
Agreed.
I need those 70 degrees
Yep.
like days back. I got shit that I need to do that I want to do outside, like clean my garage out, and I will not do that unless it's.
The last couple days have been brutal. Yesterday was
And you like cold weather.
Yeah. Yeah. This is the most I've complained about cold weather. It might have something to do with me losing 30 pounds, but
It may.
And you're getting older.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. It's like the trend. As
Yeah.
you get older, you hate the cold.
yeah. But
No, I've always hated the cold.
I mean,
Yeah.
same for me too. But like Mr. Buffalo, New York,
Yeah.
like anytime I talk about bitching about the cold, he's like, "Ooh,
Mr.
yesterday
Snowstorms.
when I went to work at 7:00, it wasn't too bad. And by like 9-10 o'clock, it was freezing because
Oh, yeah.
all the cloud cover went away and it was
Just-
windy.
Yeah, that's the other thing. So Liz and I were talking about that the other day. The wind
Yeah.
over the last 5 years has just gotten
Worse. Yep.
Like, I don't remember it being super windy prior to 5 years ago, like the way it is now.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's just like, holy shit, the wind is nonstop. It's like we're in a valley.
yeah.
Yeah.
We are. We're in the Ohio Valley.
Well, yes, but
Come on, NBC4 and the Fear team.
come on. But it is
Channel 4 Fear Team.
just constant,
Yeah.
like
It was biting yesterday.
Yeah,
It was
bad.
brutal.
Well, and so Liz and I, and we'll get into what you guys did too. But so Liz and I yesterday went to the Tim McGraw concert
Oh, fun.
at Nationwide. And so Liz works for Nationwide, and we have parking down there. So we parked in her garage, and then we walked to the Pearl. I didn't realize the Pearl was like basically the beginning of Short North.
Yeah.
Because I never go downtown.
We were on the Short North last night, too.
Oh, yeah? Uh-huh. Oh, well, shit.
I know.
We could have went to the Pearl together.
We totally could have.
Damn it. So we went to the Pearl, and they have it's called Bacon, Bourbon, and Beautiful. It is their cocktail.
Okay.
That they have. It's larceny with a bacon fat wash with what they call grapefruit shrub. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Yeah.
So grapefruit shrub and then some other like simple syrup and a bitters. Holy fuck, was it good?
So you
and candied bacon.
Like you just, that was Mike's love language.
Yeah.
Everything that you just said.
I know.
Yep.
Well, that's why I looked at it. So I also sent a message to Dude, Brett, and Tyler because they're always going on about the Pearl. And I'm like, hey, what should I get here? Like, what drink should I get? And I never got a response.
Damn it.
So I just ordered that. We got to the arena, and they all responded at the same time with the same thing.
And was it the drink that you had?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm like, well, that's what I got.
Yeah.
Plus, I got deviled eggs. Like Liz and I we did small plate. So we got deviled eggs, which we love deviled eggs. We got tater tots, which they're tater tots. Have you been to the Pearl?
I haven't. I don't think we have.
I don't think so.
Their fucking tater tots are
But
amazing.
like, if they're tater tots, we're getting them.
But it's not just,
Yeah.
it's not tater tots like hash browns condensed into a cylinder. They're square.
Oh.
It's actually like mashed potatoes with like a light deep fry,
Okay.
crispy edge, like a pillow.
Yes,
That's
please.
how it was described to me.
You pulled it up?
What? The Pearl? No, I pulled up what a shrub is.
Oh, okay. So it's like a pillow, and that's how the guy described it to the couple next to us, or the people that were next to us. And I'm like, we're getting the tater tots. She's like, I'm surprised you didn't get the fried pickles. I'm like, he just described this shit as like a fluffy pillow. I'm in.
Yeah.
Because a nap sounds great right now. She's like, you're so fucking old. I'm like, I know. And then we got their grilled cheese sandwich, and we split the grilled cheese
Okay.
because we figured not to be hoity-toity, but we had suite seats, so we were in a owner's
Nice.
box.
That's fun.
It is. They had food there. They had wings. The wings were surprisingly good. Like I had
For
low expectations
for buffet wings.
for buffet wings. They were surprisingly good. They had Jets Pizza. I didn't try a slider or a hot dog or their chicken tenders, but everything else was fantastic.
Fridge full of beers.
No.
No?
No?
No, well, we won't get into that.
Okay.
Wah, wah.
If you wanted to, well, we will get into that. So no, my company does not supply alcohol unless it's VPs or and guests. That's their policy.
Okay.
Fine and dandy. You have to go
Okay.
buy your own alcohol. You can bring it up.
But they provided snacks.
They do provide
And good
food.
seats.
And a private
Good seats.
bathroom.
In the private bathroom, and that it's really the only way to see a sporting event or something along those lines.
Concur.
For a concert, you are completely disconnected.
Oh,
Huh.
You don't feel like you're at the concert.
because you're not
You're
amongst
not
the people.
with
Yeah.
everybody.
I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like I would like that.
I
Like
liked it.
you could go in the back and just read a book.
I have actually done that at a concert.
Yeah.
Hashtag Tool.
What? Oh, how dare you!
I'm sorry, but Tool is not a band for women. It is not. Matter of fact, we went to the Tool concert. Okay. And
And we saw every stereotype of male.
it was the
there.
male stereotype grab bag. It
Oh,
really
yeah.
was. But I went to the bathroom, and normally, any event at all, any event at all, the line to the ladies' room
always
is
long.
ridiculous. I walked into that bathroom, saw one other woman, and we were like, "Oh my god, I thought I was the only woman here." And like literally almost gave each other hugs because we were so excited to see another
We're
female.
friends now. Can we exchange numbers and hang out?
I know, right? Like, are we going to go back in there? I guess we are. Yeah. Whereas the men's room was like down the hall. I was like, "Yep, that is."
This is a weird reversal.
This is So, how dare you though, Tool? So, but
Stand
the
by
other
it.
the other problem is I we did the talk about ADHD and OCDs and everything else. I forgot to mention part of my other one is I hate loud noises. Drive me nuts. Loud noise for just the sake of loud noise. Like
You think it's
for
just
no
the
reason.
stimulation?
Yeah, like I can't focus and pay attention. Like when the kids are running around the house, it's like, why are you screaming? Well, I'm being chased by the dog. That doesn't mean you need to scream. You're fine. You don't need to scream. Just run.
Yeah.
It's fine. So, and when I go to concerts, it's overstimulating. While sitting in the suite, you're at speaker level. Literally, the speakers are 40, 50, 100 feet out in front of you, and you're directly in their path of sound. It hits the back wall and comes back at you. So I could hear it reverberating off the back wall. So I'm like, okay, it's fine. Like I'll just tune it out. Then I got fixated on where the photographers were. Being a photographer, I'm like, this would be an awesome fucking job. So then I started watching where the photographers were during the entire concert. And I'm pointing them out to Liz. I'm like, hey, the photographer's right there. She's like,
great, thanks.
I'm like, look at that guy on the stage. There's a photographer on the stage.
She's like, cool.
Yeah.
Thanks
But
so much.
during Carly Pierce's performance, the photographers were not. I'm like, where's the photographers at? She's like, are you shitting me right now? I'm like, well, I said, that guy right there, he was outside when we were in line. That guy. She goes, do you know where all the fucking photographers are? But I'm like, I don't.
Hyperfixation.
I'm like, I just know where they are. Like, I'm looking for him. Well, the one guy was bald. He stood out like a fucking sore thumb. So, and the other guy
Poor
had on
bald guy.
a backwards hat. He looked like Paul Geigel.
We love bald guys in this house, though.
So I was just like, he's right there. Okay. So, but it was a good time. Like, we had a really good time. We're going back, so we'll be back down there for Burt Kreischer. So Liz got me
That's gonna
tickets
be
for
amazing.
Christmas. I can't wait. So while we were there, I was like, where are we sitting at? Where are we sitting at? So we're sitting at the back side of the arena in the first level, about halfway up. So we're further back.
But right in front of you.
But way further back.
I like
But
those. I don't mind those seats at all.
I don't mind that at all. The parking situation, though, because Liz works for Nationwide, and we have parking passes down there. We just get in and out. I have never
Nice.
been in and out of downtown faster than we were last night. Less than 10 minutes
Oh, that's amazing.
after an event.
And you're an adult when.
Yeah, when
Those are the things that you
that's what
remember.
you're excited
You're like,
about.
but the parking.
But the parking was just. So I told Liz, I'm like, I told her years ago, I'm like, you can never, ever, ever leave Nationwide. She goes, well, we don't use it that often. I'm like, but when we do, it is
It's
clutch.
money.
It is perfect. So what'd you guys do?
What did we do this week?
Yesterday.
Oh, last night? Oh, last night we had a therapy session, and then we went to dinner.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Was it like primal scream therapy?
No, sort of. No, and then we went to Rue, which is like elevated Indian food.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It was so fucking good. I sent you the cocktail that I had. It was a fat wash bourbon, but it was coconut oil.
Yeah.
It was one of the best smelling drinks I've ever had. And then it was made with their house bitters, maple and coffee and and fat wash bourbon. And it was fucking delicious.
That sounds amazing.
Like I have never nursed a drink at a business before like I nursed that drink. Like she was like, "Are you done with this?" I'm like, "No. There's a little left."
You
She's
don't
like,
touch
"Oh,
that.
sorry.
Don't touch
apologies."
that.
Yeah.
We're going to let that ice melt down just a little bit more so I can squeeze every little drop
that
out
was
of this.
exactly what it was. It was fucking phenomenal. And all last night, I'm like, what am I going to... something in here. I'm going to fat wash. What?
Makers, fat washing Makers.
Yeah.
Is really good. I've done that.
Yeah. So
I also have bacon fat at home, just vats of it, like a jar
Same.
if we need to.
I fat washed vodka for my father-in-law years ago to use to make Bloody Marys.
Yeah.
So, bacon Bloody Marys.
Oh, that'd be good too. You had wine, didn't you?
I totally had wine.
See?
Yep.
I know.
I had wine.
I know.
But it was so damn good.
Oh, Liz is down for doing a Cooper's Hawk night too.
Oh, yes. Well, that has to happen.
She goes, well, we might as well just make it one of the days where we can just go up and do a tasting and
Yes.
then grab lunch or dinner. Or
That would be
whatever.
so
I'm like,
fun.
Yeah.
I'm all in for that.
Oh, I'll do this too. So I forgot to mention,
It's a good. Good way to clear out the glass. I
Yeah,
thought.
it is. So I forgot to mention the prices of alcohol at Nationwide Arena.
Where a Labatt Blue is like
$14.
So I made a mistake of not sneaking alcohol in. I'm going to put that out there right now.
they check your bags though. So
Who said anything about checking bags? I'm taping a glass flask to the inside of my thigh under my nutsack.
good for you.
I am, but Liz went in with like a little purse, and he's just like, oh, cool. I'm taking a glass flask, and I have glass flasks with plastic lids. That shit is going up my ass. It's going under my nuts. It's going somewhere, and it's going with me. It's actually.
I would like to hear explicit
let's start.
details of the retrieval process for that at a concert.
I'll just reach down my pants. Oh, it's gone.
This smells yeasty.
It's fine. It'll be fine. Schmegma.
Yeah.
It smells cheesy.
Famunda cheese. But
Bali.
like India?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god! Like
Bollywood.
I was
yeah,
just
yeah.
gonna- I was
no,
going,
I'll say
damn
it.
it.
I'll say it.
like I'm not gonna say
I'm
it.
not afraid.
Mike just saw it, snatched it out of the air. We're gonna say it.
Oh, no,
Oh, that is
snatches.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, that mixes so well. So, Liz, we go because we're at the suite level. We go down the hall, and there's a little bar there, and it's like $17 for a glass of wine. I'm like, okay, that's not terrible. Like, it's not great wine.
For Sutter Home, it's terrible.
Yeah, right.
Right.
But it
like,
was.
but what was the wine?
It wasn't Sutter Home. It was, I don't know. It was probably like a $12 bottle.
yeah.
Okay.
So $17 for the glass. I'm like, okay, whatever. They gave her a cup slightly larger than these glasses, like yay big plastic cup, and that bitch fucking filled it up.
All right.
Oh, go. Okay.
Okay.
I'm
That's
like, I
okay.
looked at that and I went, oh, okay.
I'll have a
That's-
wine also.
No, I said, oh, well, whiskey. A single pour is $17. A double pour is $33. I'll take a double pour of whiskey. She goes, you want it on ice? I'm like, no, just give it to me neat. And she goes, boop, boop. I had a single pour of whiskey for $33 fucking dollars. When it was all said and done, after I left a 10% tip because I was pissed at that point, it was $60 fucking dollars. I turned around, I went, this, what we got, literally was a bottle of whiskey.
Yeah.
I nursed that
And a
shit.
half.
Yes. I nursed that shit for 3 hours.
Yeah.
I kept putting ice in it.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, I take little sips, and Liz is like, so how's that $33 glass of fucking whiskey? And I'm like, God, shut the. I should have went downstairs.
That's 2 beers.
I should have went downstairs and I would have got more bang for my buck. They had 16-ounce bottles or cans of Columbus Brewing Brody for $16.
Yeah.
That would have been more bang for my buck to get 2 of those at what, 9.5%?
Yep.
Over, I'm like, I'm sneaking
Lessons were learned.
I'm sneaking a fucking flask into this place.
Yep.
Like there's not a chance. And the flask I have is the Jefferson's flask that I put the Jacobs. Yeah, wherever it decided it disappeared. It was on the bar. Yeah, the little Jefferson flask. That's the glass flask that I have.
Yep.
So I'm going to use one of those. I'm going to fill that fucker up.
Get some Diet Coke,
No.
ginger ale.
Can I get a
straight?
Can I get a bag of or a bo-
Can I get a bag of ice
cup,
and a
cup of ice,
cup?
please?
There you go.
Just give me the cup and the ice. I like to make my own ice water.
Not at all
I just
obvious.
I just
Not
get
at
the
all.
water from the bathroom sinks. It's fine.
I'm into tap water. So I'm just like, I'm sneaking that shit in and I will fucking drink that shit. And I was so fucking irritated with that last night.
I did.
But I didn't pay for tickets. So I looked at it as
You didn't have to pay for parking.
I didn't have to pay for parking. I didn't have to pay for tickets.
You got snacks.
I got free, I had some wings. They were really good. I had some Cold Jets pizza. It was, I don't like cold
Cold Jets
pizza. It was
pizza.
Cold Jets pizza. But it was all around a good experience other than the $60-some. So anyway, the ginger ale with this is fantastic.
I did I just stuck with the red wine last night and it was a good cab sav. But what I did like is that they had 3 different options for the size of your glass. And that's
Oh,
the
yeah?
first time I've seen that. It was like a 6-ounce pour, a 9-ounce pour, and a 14-ounce pour for different price points. And I was like,
48-ounce pour.
or you could buy the bottle.
Drink
and so
straight from the bottle.
I did do a 9-ounce pour and it was delightful.
What was it? Wine-wise?
Oh, it was a California Cab Sav. I don't know.
It's like a 2018.
Yeah, it was. It was like a
me.
2018,
Goddamn, I'm so good.
2019. Yeah. Yep, right around there. And it was fine. I like Cab Sav.
That was delicious.
It was
That was really good.
and the orange is good too, isn't it?
The orange.
I
is
love the oranges.
fantastic.
Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
I actually, one of Harley's friends was over. And now that we live in a neighborhood, Harley can kind of roam the neighborhood, and there's friends that she can hang out with in the neighborhood, which I absolutely love. Like, that's like one of the best things right now about moving is I wasn't big on neighborhoods because most neighborhoods are, I mean, if they're not an older neighborhood, the houses are on top of each other. This neighborhood, everybody has an acre and a half at least, and we're not on top of each other. So she was over, her friend was over, and I was making an old fashioned, and I got Trader Joe oranges, and Harley's like, "Oh, you have to try one of these," and Riley's like, "Those are cocktail oranges. I can't have one." And I handed Harley's like, "Oh no." She goes, "They're just dry sugar oranges. That's all they are. They're fine." I gave her one, and Riley eats it, and she goes, "That's really good." She goes, "I'm gonna have to tell my dad about these because he has like a whole cabinet. His cabinet, it's just one side on the kitchen is just full of whiskey." And I went, "Come here." We walk out into the den, and I said, "Like this?" And she goes, "Oh, this is more than what my dad has." And then I walked over to we have a wet bar in the middle of our dining room, and I opened up the cabinet in the wet bar, and she goes, "You guys have a lot of alcohol." And I went, "Don't judge Riley." She goes, "My dad's always making mixed cocktails. You and him should be friends." I'm like, "I know your dad. We're going to hang out."
Yeah.
It's
Martelle
fine.
was instantly smug.
I was just like, yeah, we're hanging out.
Yeah.
I said,
Oh.
she goes, and then
He has a lot, huh?
Yeah. And, I don't have as much as I used to. I need to buy more.
Why don't you step out to my bar?
Come out here. And she said, well, then she asked about the basement because Harley took her down to the basement, I don't know, a while ago. And I said, the basement? I said, the one room in the basement? I said, that's solely for alcohol. And she goes, "You're buying more?"
Listen, Judgy McJudgerton.
I'm like, "It's so your dad can come over and we can have cocktails." And she goes, "That'll be fun." 11-year-olds are great.
11 is a great
It's
age.
a fun age.
It
Yep.
is. They are a hot mess. Like, where's the picture at?
Wait till we start talking about the 18-year-olds going on 19.
I feel like that varies. Lexi is clean. Her room is immaculate. She's 16. Her room's immaculate. Everything's in place, and she knows if something is out of place.
Yeah.
Lucky.
She's going to be the kid who goes to college, knows exactly what she wants to do, graduates in 4 years, and goes on with her life. That is not going to be our story with our kid.
No.
It's fine. Like,
This is minor.
this
This is nothing
That's-
compared to what it usually
Yeah.
is. But I come home the other day because I got a text message that, "Hey, Dad, I'm heading out," because I wasn't home. And yes, I leave my 11-year-old at home by herself.
Oh, she's fine. She's 11.
Dude, that's fine. She's shit.
I know, but
Just
some
like
people
babysitting.
throw a fucking fit. And I'm like,
She's 11. She's She should be babysitting other kids while their parents are gone.
yeah, that doesn't happen today.
Rarely.
I mean, I was babysitting other people's kids when I was 9, but I am
Well,
a Gen Xer.
Yeah, I was about to
Things were
say Gen
different
X.
then.
Yeah.
It's completely different.
Here's the key: be home by dark.
Right.
Your mom and I might not be home.
100%.
Well, that's the other thing. Harley stayed home by herself. Like, this is the first time she's been home for 7.5 hours by herself. We left it
Again, we're unshooketh because
yeah.
Gen
Oh,
X.
no, you should be.
Yeah, there are people out there who are going.
They're like,
CVS.
they're grasping their clutches. They're
Clutching their pearls.
clutching their pearls.
What?
This is their living room. She's like, "I'm going to build a fort." This was like an hour before I left. I'm like, "Okay, that's fine." She didn't do it before I left. I come home. I'm like, I grab a photo, and you guys won't see this, but there's like pillow cushions and shit all over the place. I come home. I'm like, "Really, Harley?
Right,
I've been gone for an hour. This is what I come back to." She goes, "Yeah. What's the problem?"
But first off, that's not a fort.
Yeah,
No, that's what I said. I said, "Where's the fort?"
that's more.
Where's the blanket?
That's more the floor is lava.
Kind of, yeah. She went with
Yeah.
floor is lava.
Yeah. That's amazing.
I was just like, she's a trip though. Like, Lexi's very soft spoken, and Harley is very fuck you.
Well, our kids, so like everyone in our house except for me has ADHD, and so their bedrooms reflect that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we do not take pictures of the bedrooms.
I took that too. I took that photo on Friday and said, this room has to be cleaned before you make any plans this afternoon. She got home. I'm like, you see my text message? She's like, no, my phone's on Do Not Disturb. She goes, so I don't look at it. I'm like, you're on the bus. Yeah. It's on Do Not Disturb.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Son of a.
All right. Well, that was good. What's up
Shit.
next?
All right. So
That was good.
we have options.
Unopened, can't get in Ohio bottles.
Well, can't get any longer. The one
Yeah.
we can get in Ohio,
But just not.
this particular run is done. Or could never get in Ohio. Distillery only option, still fantastic, but finished in wine barrels.
Are we doing both this episode?
We don't have to.
I mean, I'm just here for the booze.
Well, right. We're all here for the booze.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
And the camaraderie and the discussions.
Yeah, the booze. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you
the
said.
booze. Let's
okay.
do the booze.
Yeah, I don't care what we do.
Well, do we want to do another show after this one? Let's plan a show while we're doing a show.
I don't care. Works
Well,
for me.
let's do the Bookers then, because
Okay,
I
let's
have
do
a
the
couple wine aged ones that
Okay.
we can.
So this
compare and
is
contrast.
Ooh, I like that plan. Okay.
This is Booker's. This is Charlie's batch. So it's from its first quarter, 2023. So Booker's is released quarterly. Booker's is always over 120 proof.
Okay.
This one just happens to be 126.6. It is 7 years, 1 month, and 8 days.
Okay.
They know down to the day when it was barreled, and they track all that shit. When I was on a tour at Jim Beam, I tried Booker's White Dog, just their straight off
Their
the still,
moonshine, basically.
their moonshine. They need to bottle that.
There's plenty of places that bottle their White Lightning, and it just some of them nope.
No, they and some places shouldn't. Like
Yeah.
I haven't had
I feel like Buffalo Trace does.
Buffalo Trace does. I haven't had theirs. There was I can't remember who it was I had that I was just like, yeah, don't produce this anymore. Like put this in
Save it for
bottles.
the good stuff.
Put it in
age
like-
it for a while.
What you do in your barrel is fantastic. Don't put this out in the wild for people to buy, because if they're basing it off of your rate off of the still, it's not good.
Well, I mean, I'm excited because there was an appropriate level of pretension with knowing like how like to the exact day how old this shit is. Oh, that was nice.
That was a good
Oh,
pop.
I may have to change the bottle pop at the beginning
That's
of the
a
show.
good pop.
ASMR. It's
Yeah.
fine.
That
Yeah,
was a really
that was
good
really
pop.
good. Okay, so
what she
well,
said.
they actually put it on the label right there. Right there.
No, I see that. I
Okay.
see that. And also, like I said, it's all about the pretension when we're talking about brown liquors. I know.
Yes. Well, this is also what the bourbon hunters would consider a hymen pour, or the neck pour.
Yeah.
Yeah, hymen means something different to women. Just saying.
Well, it's breaking the hymen.
Okay. All right.
So it's the first time.
Okay.
And
So that is the connection. That is
Yeah,
why
yeah,
they call it
yeah.
the hymen pour. Okay,
Yes.
cool. All right. Just giving attention
It's
to the ladies.
the first time for the bottle.
Okay.
So with this, and I don't have the notes pulled up, it's going to be fucking fantastic, but it's also going to be like super heavy on the ethanol, like on the nose.
Okay.
You're going to smell the alcohol because it's a higher proof.
Oh yeah, that alcohol right there. Wow.
There's your sinus cleanser.
Right.
Yeah, it's going to be real heavy on the ethanol.
Like for those of us who are congested after a hardcore run this morning.
You're not congested anymore.
Nope.
But brown sugar, baking spice, a little bit of toffee,
Yeah.
maybe a hint of it's all sugary shit, like a hint of butterscotch and vanilla.
I'm gonna move my. I feel like I keep getting orange, but I'm wondering if it's just remnants from that. Like maybe let me.
Yeah, definitely caramel.
I'm gonna get some
Brown sugar.
water in because I think I'm smelling orange.
And the caramel may be what I said is kind of butterscotchy, but it's all sugary confectionery stuff.
Spice too.
I get a little bit
That's-
of little
that's
baking spice,
oak or
but I mean, it's a 7-year. I said 7-year, right? Yeah, 7-year. So you're going to get a little oakiness on it.
The ethanol is strong though. Like
But
that
the
is
ethanol is like it needs to kind of sit. Like this bottle needs to sit. I've got another open bottle. My plan wasn't to open this bottle until I would finish the other bottle, but I was a little excited about this bottle. I heard really good things about this bottle. And
Okay.
each batch is different. So they're never the same. That's part of the reason why like they do it quarterly. Once they're done, they don't do them again. And they've been doing them for years.
This is Maker's Mark?
This is Jim Beam.
Jim Beam. Okay.
Yeah, this is Freddie Booker.
Okay. I don't know who that is.
Freddie, or not
Fred
Freddie.
Minnick.
Like I know who
Not-
Freddie Mercury
Not
is.
Freddie
and
Booker.
Fred Minnick.
Booker B. No.
Oh, Booker B. No.
I don't know who you're talking about.
He was one of the founders of Jim Beam.
Cool. Good for him.
The first sip is real tasty.
Oh, what?
Very creamy.
I did not expect that.
It's got like it's very viscous.
It's
And it ends with a real heavy alcohol burn.
Yeah, sorry about your asthma attack. It's fine.
Don't inhale. But this is
That's right. It's fine. You can drink it. Just don't inhale.
Just
as
don't
with other
inhale.
things.
Yeah. Bill Clinton. I didn't
I did.
inhale.
I was. Yep. I mean, I smoked it, but I didn't inhale. It's fine.
But yeah, it's the first sip is just off the charts. Super sweet.
a lot of fruit.
A lot of fruit, sweet corn.
It's 75% corn, so
Yeah, you're gonna get a little bit of sweet corn, sweet fruits.
like cream corn.
Yeah, cream exactly.
I'm seriously though, and I don't know if it's just because I was having asthma issues earlier today, or if it's just that ethanol is just so heavy. Like I keep coughing.
It's
with
so
it.
heavy. It's very heavy. Cinnamon. Like
Yeah.
cinnamon stick.
It's got a good viscosity too.
Yeah, it's very creamy. Mm-hmm. It sticks to your mouth, to everything.
Yeah, that's good.
But the burn, like that high proof burn, just lingers with this.
Wait.
Like it stays with the tongue, it stays in the gums, the teeth.
Yeah. Oh, I want to do that swish thing that you taught me last
Yeah.
week, or whenever we did it
A couple
through
weeks
the
ago.
teeth.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna have to take my jacket off. Like this is.
Melissa's getting the meat sweats.
All right. Here's some tasting notes.
Yeah,
Through the teeth is good.
yeah.
Yep. Caramel and peanut brittle jump out at me at first.
That was the toffee piece.
Yep. Fruit skins like plum and raspberry. Thicker, viscous aroma that oozes out of the glass like a Luxardo cherry juice.
Oh my god.
There you go.
Yep. A platter of oat lifts up molasses and leather.
Leather.
I don't
Okay.
get leather at all.
I get leather, but the
Right now.
dryness.
Right now.
Yeah.
But that, yeah, because it's different than tannins from
Yeah.
wine. It's
Yeah.
not that. It's a different kind of dryness.
Yeah.
Palate. From the get-go, I taste dark plum, blackberry, and raspberry pie. Creamy caramel and sugar cookie proliferate on another sip. A churro with a dash of sweet cinnamon and brown sugar graces the palate on the linger.
Oh my god.
It's almost like we know what we're doing.
Yeah, right. We're finally on the third go. I find some real heft and proof.
Yeah. Well, I didn't
You
get
got
on-
the proof on the third sip?
Well-
Like as I'm choking on the floor, it's fine. Like I feel like I could take my nail polish off with that stuff, but it's good to drink.
I'm not adding saline to this. I
No.
just like this as
I,
it is.
I,
I
I want
agree.
it the way it is. I feel like that will over sweeten it.
Well, yeah, that, and I feel like it would definitely move it more towards like the salted caramel, which is not bad, but you're already getting that tone from it anyway. So
Yeah, this is really fucking good.
yeah, this is all just training for when we go to Bourbon Country.
Yeah.
Yeah. So speaking of that, I'm thinking, I obviously I don't have the connections that dude and Tyler and Jason C and those guys have down there. But I'm thinking, and I said something to Liz last night, I'm thinking about doing just a quarterly trip. So whoever wants to go, I mean, with, our approval, obviously, but whoever wants to go, we just go down, get an Airbnb, maybe, or just make a day trip. It's only 3 hours.
It would be so fun. You're bringing Liz, right? You said Liz?
I told Liz I wanted to do
Liz,
this.
please come.
I mean, I'm sure she would, but I'm thinking like literally rent a van, drive down, just like we do with the Bourbon Hunters trip. We rent a fucking 15-passenger van and go down, and 10 of us go down.
Do we show up in Buckhorn Podcast T-shirts so they know we're legit, and then maybe we get free shit?
I don't know. No one's going to give you any free shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know how this
you
works.
have to know people to get the free shit. I don't know all the peoples.
We don't know the peoples yet.
Yet.
So
I'm a charmer.
but I'm thinking like
And coming from, sounds sexist as hell, but coming from a woman, they'll be like, "Oh, you do a bourbon podcast?
you like the whiskeys." I made a comment with what was her name here last week? Randy's friend. I'm like, oh,
Hey,
yeah, I don't remember.
Alyssa, Allie.
Allie.
Fuck.
I don't remember.
I'm terrible
I'm
with names.
horrible with names. But I said, she's a woman who drinks whiskey, and women don't like whiskey.
Yeah.
Women do like whiskey.
Not a lot.
No.
I wish more did.
Well, it's aggressive.
Liz being one.
It's aggressive, and it's
It
taken
is.
me a while. Like Mike's been having me sip his bourbons and whiskeys for a long time because my first experience was not a good one. Do you remember?
Oh, yeah.
at Cloud
Well,
Irish
you were
Pub?
already hungover. and then-
Super hungover.
Hair of the dog is perfect.
No,
for
no,
whiskey.
no. This
And then
was
they-
like all the Bushmills, all of them.
Was it Bushmills or was it Jameson?
It was Bushmills, wasn't it? It was the
Middleton.
Well, we should talk about how drunk I was the night before
Very.
because that was
Was that?
the one where I was like shh and like
Oh, yeah,
tiptoeing.
that was your birthday.
Oh, good God.
It was your birthday, and we just went through like bartending for dummies and found the most ridiculous shots that we
They
could
were
make
making
you.
me drink trash. And of course, you know,
Mad
I was
Dog
drinking
2020.
it. Oh, like
No, like sleeping with an
the
alligator.
Oh, like Midori. I was vomiting Midori.
Sex on the
for-
beach, cum shots,
Yeah.
All of those.
blowjobs,
All of those. Like the redheaded sluts and
buttery nipples,
all that was in there too.
little beer.
It was just the whole party, and then the whole party left multiple times. They just kept leaving. And then the next day
And then
it was,
they kept coming back.
and you know, I'm a bartender.
Sex with an alligator.
So the next day it was like, oh yeah, that's right. We're having our Bushmills tasting. And it was
Yeah,
was
it
not
is pineapple juice, melon liqueur, so Midori, Malibu, razzmatazz, and Jaeger.
Jesus.
and that was just one.
I was fine up until Jaeger.
That was just one
Oh
of the
my God.
shots. Like there were so many.
That looks like someone shit in a glass.
Like had I not vomited, I probably would have ended up in the hospital.
That's awful. That looks awful.
Yeah, I drove you home.
That was the first time you told me that you loved me was the next morning when I'm throwing up in the toilet.
Yeah.
That sounds about like Liz and I.
So
Except I was the one who was drunk.
We
and she
were
picked
living
me up,
in
and I'm like,
Reynolds-
I love you.
we were living in Reynoldsburg.
You were living around. I wasn't there yet.
I was living in Reynoldsburg, and I took her home. I stopped at Giant Eagle to buy her Gatorade and like soup and water. And I came back out to my truck, and I get in, and she goes, "Hi," and I was like, "You threw up?" She was like, "Twice."
And I was good for like 10 minutes, and then I was not good again.
And then yeah, she got home and just like
Puke and rally.
so like got her in bed.
Shedding like vomit clothes
I
all
took
over.
all her clothes, washed them, stayed up until they were washed, threw them in the dryer, and then went to bed.
Ooh.
And then the next morning, I'm literally like vomiting everywhere, and he's like, "I think I
And that
love
was
you."
taking a bath.
You were. It was such a weird.
Romance.
That's right.
Love.
Awesome.
And then a couple hours later, it's a Bushmills tasting. So my introduction to
Irish whiskey.
Irish whiskey was not a pleasant start.
No,
No, she got to the Middleton. She was like, "I can't." I'm like, "Well, I'll take that.
I can.
I will. I'll take. I
definitely
will
can.
take that off of your hands."
Yeah. It's not
Yeah.
good.
So, that's
I've come a long way,
you have,
and that was delightful.
Liz still won't. She's like she took a sip of the bourbon or the bacon bourbon and beautiful, whatever it is, and she's like, "That I could probably drink." I'm like, "Come here, give me another one."
I feel like that first drink we had today, Liz probably would like.
She
it.
would probably like that. What she doesn't like, and what she says is, "I don't like the taste of the whiskey. It's not the whiskey she's tasting.
Yeah.
It's the alcohol."
Yeah.
Yeah.
She might have a hard time with this one because it was
Oh,
so
God,
heavy
yes,
on the
she would.
alcohol.
Yeah. So
like
the
that ethanol
the
was
drink I had last
a
night.
bitch slap.
the person who was really excited that we were going to Rouge, she was like, I don't like whiskey, but I had the best drink there, and that was the Malabar Old Fashioned. That didn't taste like whiskey.
No, it didn't. It was. I tried to sip and I'm like, oh, that is so up your alley. I really wanted the red wine.
Yeah. Like, I took a sip of it, and I literally got chills.
He did. It was an experience. I had to step back a minute.
So the drink that I had last night was almost like a sour.
Interesting. So lemon and bacon.
Grapefruit.
Grapefruit, yeah.
Grapefruit shrub.
Lemon and bacon. I'm gonna
No,
have to think about
Grapefruit and bacon.
Okay,
So
that's better.
Shrub is a generally vinegar based, and then like fruit juices or herbal essences, things like that.
Yeah, so it was a grapefruit shrub, larceny, which is a wheated whiskey, which I'm not a huge fan of, but it was good.
We have larceny, don't we? Or we've had? Or
I
we
don't think we have larceny.
It's
at the
really
moment.
familiar.
Oh yeah, we do. Up
You got
there.
a bottle right there.
Yeah.
Vindicated. Vindicated.
It's right above the middle finger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I just feel like that was really appropriate that I remembered that, but you didn't. As we're learning more about
Typical.
ADHD.
Typical.
It's good.
I don't know what I have in my.
That's fine.
I mean, because I have bottles that are just kind of set back, and I'm like, I know I have this, but I don't know. I don't know how many bottles.
I don't know all
Buffalo
this-
Trace I have.
I don't know all the stuff that he has, but is larceny like is it a bar or like? I feel like we've been like, I don't know. You
It's
would
a Heaven Hill product.
you would take me places and be like, yeah, I got to pick up the bottle that I won or that I
Yeah.
was allowed to buy
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
all that.
That's exactly it.
It could have been a cow's pick at one point.
That might be a cow's pick. I don't remember.
So
I feel like that's where we got it from, but
I was thinking about joining cows because it's what, $150 a year, or $400 a year, like once every so many years.
Yeah, so if
you want the big
spend the
experience.
400, you get to go on one of the barrel pick
Right.
excursions.
So, and I was thinking like, $150 a year. That's like $12 a month.
what do you get for the 150 a year?
The option to
Option to buy barrels.
So wait a minute, wait a
Well,
minute.
hold on. You get the option to buy bottles, plus they have their monthly
meeting.
Okay, so you're paying to get to go to a meeting and you're paying to get to buy
Yes.
more bottles. All right. Well,
Yes.
So, well-
that's usually how whiskey clubs work. So they
So in order to get these barrel picks, they have to buy the barrel up front.
and it has to go through OHLQ.
So that's a process, and the barrels can cost upwards of like $10,000 to $15,000 depending on what it is. There are
Okay.
some that are certainly less expensive, but like the bigger name distilleries, barrel picks are super expensive. I just saw a whole thing about Total Wine, which I could get into about them, but
Yeah, they're basing it off a somewhat discounted price per bottle.
yeah.
Okay.
So if you got like a 53-gallon barrel, you're going to yield about 200 and some bottles out of that barrel.
And so because you have helped pay into the club, you get the option to buy the bottle, but probably not at the price that you would have had to have bought it
It's
had you not
still-
been part
Well,
of the club.
no,
Still-
because it's exclusive to the club.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Nobody else
I
in
get
the
it.
public gets to. That's a one-off bottle that nobody else will
Unless
have.
it's like Unicorn Tears that wasn't that great.
I mean,
and then
frankly,
they open it up to the public.
I get it because I kind of wish they had something similar with Louis Vuittons. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I'm in the Louis Vuitton club.
Yeah, I would love to be in a Louis Vuitton club. Hey, you have girls on the show for a reason, and that was
I'm fine with
there.
that.
You go.
Yeah.
There was my contribution for the show.
But I was also thinking about getting in on the Mash and Journey
Mash and drum.
and the Mash and Drum, but they only have one tier open and it's $10 a month.
Yeah.
Sounds like a song on an album.
Right.
Mash and drum.
Mash and Drum. Well, he's a drummer. Jason is. He plays the drums, and there's the mash,
Okay.
which is the mash bill for all of the whiskeys. And
Yep.
So
The mash that you could give to your chickens.
Yeah.
could.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dry it out and feed it to them. Get them drunk.
That was really good. I enjoyed that.
That's good. We can do some more of that.
Yeah.
Or we're
That was good.
What are we at?
like 45 minutes. Because we did like 4 minutes worth of ASMR eating.
Which we're going to cut out because no one needs to hear.
But yeah, we could do just another pour of that and just talk shit about people. Or
I'm looking
We
to see
can-
what other high proof stuff I have.
you've got that Old Forester up there, the single barrels of high proof. The Ezra Brooks
That's a higher proof.
is
I
a
got
higher
the
proof.
Yellowstone, which is 57.
Somewhat higher proof. What
So
else?
then do you double that so it's 114?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
115 proof.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and
Yes, and
you've got you still got the Middle West Bourbon Hunters, but I will not.
oh, she's never had that.
That it's so good, but it's there. There's not many bottles left of that ever anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I think
So
has a bottle.
So wait, what I'm hearing is I'm not worth it?
No, I'm not.
Is that what I'm picking up?
Not worth it yet. It's
As my husband scurries to go get it because he's like, oh shit, I'm in trouble. Oh shit, I'm in trouble.
it's really good. Like, you got half a bottle. Holy shit!
Yeah. That's a special occasion bourbon.
What's the special occason?
You get to
You've
try
never
it.
tried it.
Okay, yay!
Water.
Everywhere, but not a drop to drink.
I have water if you. In the glass. Oh,
so-
it's that fancy that we're.
You got to rinse. So Middle West Spirits and the Bourbon Hunters podcast, they did Bourbon Hunters, dude, and Brett. Tyler wasn't a part of this.
Jesus, is that a new level of pretension that I must do? Okay.
It could be.
Oh,
You just roll it. I'm gonna swirl.
rolling. Okay.
They went down and did a pick 3 years ago, I think, at Middle West Spirits, and this has got to be one of the best bottles
We are huge fans of Middle West.
that has come out of Middle West Spirits. Like I don't know who was on the pick. I wasn't invited to go.
I'm so excited about this,
But-
because I was told
No,
I
I'm
wasn't.
gonna let you pour because it's your bottle, and I don't want to over pour something. Because I know that it's not available anymore. So, and you don't have to match it up to yours.
Yes, I do.
Oh, but he is.
I know he is. He doesn't have to. I wouldn't match it. I'd be like, you get,
We
this is
believe-
what you get.
I was about to say. We believe
clearly.
we believe in equality in this house.
That's right.
I do too, unless it's something that is super rare to get.
It's so good.
And this has been open forever,
Yeah.
so it's had time to just open up.
Oh man, that's just like brown sugar.
Brown,
is.
brown sugar, butter,
That's like brown sugar. It's cinnamon raisin.
And this is
toast.
also
praline.
How proof is this? What's the proof? on it?
126,
Okay,
I
so this is
believe.
also pretty high.
Yep.
Okay.
125.1. So 62%.
I was close.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it doesn't taste like
No.
62%.
And I was actually supposed to make a trip down to Middle West Friday, but that got canceled. Some things came up. But I'm going down this week, at some point, to pick up barrels.
There it went.
Yep, that's so good.
It's so good.
Yeah, I'm clear. That is
This is
delightful.
One of my favorite.
it,
Yeah.
and that's the thing. Like I was talking to one of the guys at Middle West at one point when they did an OHLQ release. Middle West did an OHLQ release. It was like I think it was a 126 proof barrel. I have it, and I was just like, this needs to be more of a thing. Like
Yeah.
these high proofs that you guys have, they need to be more of a thing. Like in the OHLQ bottle, OHLQ does a horrible fucking job of bottle picks and barrel picks. But the Middle West Spirit one that they did is really fucking good. We did it here.
Did we?
I think so. Because Randy brought the bottle, and I'm like, well,
yeah,
let's
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
do
yeah.
it. And they need, like, Middle West needs to do more of this. Maybe I'll say something to him when I'm down there picking up the barrels
I'm just saying I'm well worth this pour.
next
Yeah.
week. But yeah,
It's really good.
you're worth it.
Thank you. I know.
Okay.
Okay.
You're
That's
worth
so
Yeah.
good.
Let's be clear. I know.
Butterscotch.
it. Yeah.
That's really good.
It's not overly, like, viscous, but it's not under viscous. Like,
No.
it is.
I wouldn't want to put salt in this either.
No,
Nope.
it's perfect.
Yeah.
This is like
it's
the-
a great fucking bottle.
Perfect pour.
Yep. Yeah, this is, you don't make a cocktail with this. You don't add ice to
Nope.
this. You just,
Actually, a little bit of water in this
I
is
was thinking
fantastic.
that. I was thinking
Drink.
just a tiny, like a couple little drops.
just a drop of water really does change it up a lot and makes it
But I wouldn't want to do the salt.
excellent.
Okay. Put the salt. with the water.
Yeah, with just straight water in it, it just
More ethanol on the nose, but
yeah.
yeah.
I'm trying not to cough into the mic.
I need to get cough buttons. You just hit a button and you, although it'll get picked up on my mic or Mike's mic, but your nose is turning red.
Is it?
So good.
It's like a 1920s alcoholic cartoon over here.
Really,
W.C. Fields.
that's delightful.
It's so good though. Like my nose is fucking brown from just my nose being so far up Middle West's
Yeah.
fucking ass. Like it's so good.
All right.
Like I can't put into words. So I'm gonna do interpretive dance about how well and how much I like this.
I'm really excited that we're here for the interpretive dance.
Wacky inflatable waving arms guy.
Yeah. I mean, we're on video, so I can
Yeah.
do that now. You don't have to describe it, but it's the best. Like
So now try it after that because the fat. in this,
Yeah, the fat and the salt.
now we could do, I wouldn't want to do it with this, but we could use one of their other bourbons
Yep.
and make a fat washed out of it.
I have to breathe through my nose after taking a sip of this because if I breathe through my mouth, I will cough.
It burns. It burns.
It's just the ethanol. It's just real.
It's there.
But not like the one that we just had before this, the Booker's.
The Bookers.
Yeah. It's different.
Yeah.
The ethanol level is different.
But they're
even though-
about the same percentage.
Yeah.
They're probably a proof and a half.
Yeah, you get it right
Two
here.
proofs. Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, I got it here, but the Booker's I got here really hardcore. This one I do feel a little bit more here.
Yeah, no, I'm the same. Like I like their gin, I like their whiskeys. I am just a huge fan of Middle West.
And I think they are still doing Horse Soldier. So Horse Soldier is, for some reason, I want to say they're out of Florida. But they're a distillery that I'm pretty sure Middle West does their distilling for. So they're doing project distilling essentially, or for other companies, which is fucking amazing. And they just opened a new facility on Alum Creek right off of 70.
Oh.
Huge.
Middle West did?
Huge.
Yeah.
You can see, like, so when
Nice.
you're driving downtown, if you look off to the left before you get to the Alum Creek exit,
Okay.
you'll see the column still up in the air. It's
Because I was about
It's
to
like-
ask, like, if we went to Bourbon Country, like, where are they? Because that,
No.
that
no, they're
Middle
here in
West is
Ohio.
Ohio.
cool.
they're here in Columbus.
Yeah, this is
They have
really good.
They have a bottle shop downtown, just outside of the Short North, and then they have
And,
their
and a restaurant attached to it, like a
Yeah.
bar attached to it.
I mean, that sounds like a date night to me.
and then they have the facility is on Alum Creek. They bought a building down there, renovated that building, which is where I'll go to get my barrels.
I mean, does my dad have a bottle of Middle West? Because I feel like I'd be a really good daughter to get him a bottle of this.
I don't know that he does.
It's
Your
really
dad just drinks scotch, though.
No, he
No.
drink-
My dad is an equal opportunity
Yeah, no,
alcohol
I am not.
drinker.
he drinks liquor as long as it's wet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd actually be pretty fun to have on the show too.
The Lancaster Santa Claus.
Lancaster
Yeah.
Santa. Yeah. This is. I feel like
Christmas episode would be fucking.
I wanted to do that
my
this year.
God, we could do Christmas in July.
We could.
Well, we could.
Yeah, I want to have your dad on.
He's fun.
Well, it's like when I take the girls to, well, Harley just recently found out about Santa. And I say just recently, right before Christmas.
Oh,
No, it was fine. She was like, I think I told the story before, but we were watching Elf. And she got up and ran out of the room crying.
oh,
And I'm like,
because she put two and two together.
well, she put a couple things together, which we as parents fucked up. So, because you have Santa wrapping paper.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The Santa paper, we didn't realize got stuck in the garage right by the garage door, like walking
Bum,
in and
bum,
out.
bum, bum.
We never realized it, but it got stuck there. Well, Harley she picked it up immediately.
Because she's smart.
And she's a hell of a lot smarter than I am. And so then we're watching Elf, and she like runs out. I'm like, what's wrong? She's like, nothing. Nothing's wrong. I'm like, you're crying. Something's wrong. Well, finally I got it out. She's like, Santa's not real and my life is a lie.
That was the appropriate level.
And
yes.
I said, what do you mean? She goes, I know that you and Mommy are Santa Claus. And I'm like, no, I'm not.
No, we're not.
No, trust me, it's just your mom.
It's not.
Right?
Trust me, Mom makes Christmas happen.
Yeah. And I'm just like, no, that's not the case. And she goes, yes, it is. She goes, because I saw the Santa wrapping paper by the garage door. And I'm like, what's Santa wrapping? She's like, the Santa, like,
And to my point,
yeah.
Mom's being mad.
Well, I'm just trying to play
Right,
dumb at
I
this
hear
point.
ya.
And I'm like, what? And she's like, I saw the Santa wrapping paper by the front door or by the garage door. And then, we were watching Elf and then it just clicked. And I'm like, okay, here's the deal. I said, the spirit of Christmas is Santa. I said, your mom and I are helpers. We help facilitate the gifts that you get. And went through the whole thing. She goes, nuh-uh, you're buying everything on Amazon.
Because she's smart.
And I'm like, okay. So maybe the person isn't real, but the spirit of Christmas is.
It is.
I said, and that is what Santa is. And I explained it that way. And she's like, okay. She goes, that means Chris doesn't move. Chris would be her elf on a shelf. I fucking hate that thing. And now I don't have to move it anymore. She goes, you mean to tell me that I could have touched him the entire time and nothing would have happened? He's just a stuffed animal? I'm like, he's always been a stuffed animal.
That's so cute that she hung on to that until 11.
And I said, the fact that you even believe that he moved, what's that say about you?
That's on you.
She goes, yeah, he is a stuffed animal.
Oh, that's really a cute story.
So then she would start moving Chris around the house.
Yeah.
So.
Well, with my dad being Lancaster Santa.
That's what I was leading to. Like, so with your dad being the Lancaster Santa and doing photos with Cheyenne, because we do photos with Cheyenne every year.
And that's one of you'd be like, I know that guy.
And I walk in there and I'm like, hey, Santa. Mike. I got a bottle for you. I'm going to take it to Mike's house because I'll see him tomorrow. All right, you do that. Ho, ho, ho. Just so that the kids don't know that we're having a conversation about whiskey.
The best thing ever is when he drives around Lancaster on his motorcycle dressed as Santa, and there'll be pictures of him on Lancaster in the know. I'll be like, that's my dad. And like, as the daughter of Santa, I take it very seriously.
I would too.
Yes.
Well, as we're walking in, because his Harley was out back of Cheyenne's building, Harley goes, who rode their motorcycle? And I'm like,
that's an iron reindeer.
I went, Santa did. And she's like, what? I'm like, Santa rides a Harley.
Yep.
She goes, what? I'm like, Harley? Yes. Santa rides a Harley. She goes, oh my God. She is not named after Harley Davidson. She's named after Harley Quinn.
Okay.
From Batman.
I mean, our kids are named after the twins from Boondock Saints.
Yeah,
So.
which they're coming out with another one, apparently.
Are they?
That's been a rumor for both. Did Norman put something out then?
It was from like some cinema screening like Facebook page. Like it just showed up the other day on like as a suggested post you may like.
Right.
There's a new Alien coming out that looks fucking killer good.
They can continue to do Alien and Prometheus movies forever based on just the premise of Aliens.
Yeah, I agree.
So
That was really good.
that's really good. Yeah, it's Middle West, fantastic. Yes, if
You can do a tour. We'll figure out a time to do a tour and
that
then
was
go
really
to dinner.
good.
Yeah, if your dad has a bottle, you get him a bottle. If he doesn't, you get him a bottle.
Yeah,
Like their pumpernickel rye is fantastic. Their wheat, fantastic, and their bourbon, fucking great.
So like I
That's the
really,
bourbon.
really like the Middle West. And then there was one that we did during the St. Patrick's Day show that I also really, really liked.
That was the Teeling.
Yeah,
Yeah, we did.
I will trust you to remember that.
That was the Irish
That was the show that
whiskey.
just went out.
Yeah, the Irish whiskey that is aged in
Rum
Caribbean
barrels.
rum barrels.
Yeah.
That was really good. This might have just hit the top of my list though. That was
Yes, but unfortunately, that is never available again.
Yeah.
Darn it.
Whatever Mike has left is what he has left.
Okay.
And he's playing with it like a cat. So.
Okay.
All right. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. For Mike and Melissa on Martell.
Yeah.
Bye.
We're out.
Bye.
Peace.